Can you recollect what things we discussed so far in the lab session? I told at the beginning some installation process, right? And advantages of or the merits of the R program, features, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I think in the second session, we had a discussion on how to perform some arithmetic operations between the variables or in the vectors and so on, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, and also we observed the two important syntaxes. Suppose you have the data points in different variables. How do we make the set of variables into one tabulated form using one syntax? What is that syntax? Making the data into tabular form.
So data.frame.
Data.frame. So you are now comfortable to use that syntax. And then if you wanted to get some summary information with regard to a specific variable, so you are going to use the summary syntax, right?
Yes, sir.
That summary syntax, if the data is related to the numerical data, the summary syntax will provide us the information regard to mean, median, quartiles, and what is the minimum value of the data and the maximum value of the data, and so on, right?
Yes, sir.
Right, this information so far you learned, right?
Sir, we also learned about the sequence as well as sort.
Yeah, sorting, right? Good. Anything else? I think that's all right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And today we are going to create some data like as in data.frame. Then we see what are the different ways of representing the data in the form of graphs. Okay. Tables and graphs. What is the objective of today's lab session? Creating tables and graphs. Creating tables and graphs. And then followed, we go with the central measures. Okay. Whatever the measures we discussed. Okay.
Yes, sir.
If time permits. Well, now what I'm going to do is, as I said, we supposed to I guess this PDF is uploaded for your reference sometime back. Is it available?
Yes, sir, it's available, sir.
Okay, well, so if you have any queries in between, you can also refer that PDF if it is necessary. Fine. Somewhere tables and graphs is up. Yeah, right. Graphical representation is there. Well, so aim is to construct the tables and visualize data, right? If time permits, we go for central measures. Well,
देखो इधर देखो, उधर ना देखो, ये माइनस वाला उधर जाएगा, क्या हो जाएगा? प्लस 1 + 1 क्या हो जाएगा? 2. ये 3 ऊपर जाएगा, क्या हो जाएगा? मल्टीप्लाई 2 3 = 6. ये 4 नीचे जाएगा, क्या हो जाएगा? तो 6/4 क्या हो जाता है?
Who is speaking?
3/2.
I think someone is. You mute
So
your
yes,
mic.
please mute your mic.
Good. You are teaching nicely. Right. Well, so today's lab session aim is to construct the tables and visualize the data. Now, if the data is related to the something like, patient's data, suppose you take some hospital. So as soon as you enter into the hospital, so what particulars they used to collect from you normally? Hello?
Sir, they ask us about our previous medical record, and like if we
Okay.
have had any surgeries in the past.
Okay. So fast data, fast information may be expected. Okay. Anything else?
Medicines that we are taking presently.
Sorry?
The medicines that we are taking presently.
Yeah. So the medicines what you are consuming, that information they want. Okay. Well,
Our
next,
blood group sometimes.
blood group. Okay, good. Suppose you are first time visiting a hospital, even though they are asking the past information, the past history of different medicines what you are consuming, or the diseases related reports and so on. But you are first time visiting a particular hospital, what kind of information normally may ask you?
Name, age.
Name, age, gender.
Okay, so people may expect your name, then you said something like age, then
Say gender.
yeah, gender someone said. Okay.
So weight.
Okay, weight. Okay.
So body mass index. Body mass index.
So they used to calculate, or that BMI.
So they calculate, I think.
Okay, so they used to expect some information from you. Okay, like what is your age, what is your gender, what is your name, what is your weight, huh?
Height.
Body temperature
The
also.
height.
Maybe height. Let us suppose height. Okay, then
The body temperature.
yeah, temperature may be recorded. Okay, right. So for what purpose we used to step into the hospital?
So
As we are sick or nervous, or for some disease type related issues, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So for what kind of disease you are approaching to the hospital is again matters, right? Disease type.
Yes, sir.
Can I take the information? What is your problem basically? Whether you have a stomach problem, whether you have some headache problem, whether you have any psychological problem, whether you have cardiac complaint, whether you have joints complaint, what is the complaint that you have? Can we say some classification on the disease type here? Correct? Hello? Do you agree? This information also may be noted down.
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right.
Sir, like the disease can be further classified into if it is acquired or if it is hereditary.
Yeah. Then again, some investigation going on. Suppose you have some jaundice, whether your parents are having the same disease, or you have some cardiac complaint, whether your fathers or forefathers are having the same disease, or having cardiac complaint and so on. The family history also they will come to know. So that is again is there. Likewise, you can list out as many as things, right? So after giving this information to the, it is something like first information, right? As soon as you entering into the hospital, they will ask some information before going to the directly to the or consulting to the doctor, right?
Yes,
There
sir.
is some, what is that? I can say that, one counter and where you are going to give all your particulars there. Then if you look at some, hospitals, immediately as soon as you give all this information, they will start recording your information, and after some time they will give you one card, hospital card. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Now the hospital code may contain certain information. Of course, your name is there instead. They may create some ID to you, right?
Yes, sir.
Isn't it?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So now let us suppose you have given some particulars. Now the hospital, what they do is they will start giving some ID to the each patient, right? So for
Yes,
that,
sir.
I can create a variable, say patient ID. Is it fine? Patient ID is 1. Now how many patients are visiting a hospital?
So there can be a lot.
Lot. Big number. Okay, whether you wanted to count per day or per hour or per minute or something like that, then let us suppose the data you want to confine to per day. Per day, how many patients are visiting the hospital? Then can you say something on this? Per
So
day, how many
100 to
patients are going to visit the hospital?
So 100.
100, maybe the hospital which you are taking. The hospital like CMC, the big hospitals, Apollo and so on, much more than 100 people are visiting, isn't it?
Yes,
Like
sir.
AIMS and
Yes,
so
sir.
on, if you are taking. Huh?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Hundreds of
There are
people are
approx
visiting the
1,000, 1,200, like.
certain, popular hospitals daily, isn't it? So what they do
Yes, sir.
is they supposed to give one ID to all the patients as soon as they report to the particular hospital. Then after every transaction with regard to the particular patient is supposed to be carry forwarded in the name of that hospital ID. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Right. So therefore, patient ID is also a very important thing in order to look into the different details with regard to the particular patient, right?
Yes, sir.
So therefore, I'm going to create an array of patient ID. So normally patient ID depends on the hospital. They may start some number. For instance, what I can take, though if I'm going for hundreds of patients at random, you feel that it is too lengthy. Instead, I can assume at most 10 patients may be visiting, for instance, a small hospital. Okay. Of course, that number you can multiply as many as if you want. Okay. For practice purpose, right now I'm taking patient ID something like starts from 100 to or 101 to something like 110. Is it fine? 10 members I have taken. A 3-digit number I started for patient ID. Okay. You can
Yes,
start
sir.
even 1 to 10, nothing wrong. It is just for our practice purpose. Okay. Some people give the patient ID along with numeric alphabet letters also. So they have their own strategies of giving the ID. Okay. For convenience, I have taken the 3-digit number 101 to 110. So 10 patients. Now 10 patients, the name we used to give in the character form. Right now I'm discarding as I tagged the ID to the 10 people. Then after the name doesn't matter for the analysis of the patient, right?
Yes, sir.
So therefore, I can take the variable age as an appropriate variable, okay, for my data purpose. Then 10 individuals age you need to give. Can you give someone randomly 10 values for the age?
5, 18,
So okay, 5 infant, okay, 18 younger,
32,
32 adult,
70,
70 maybe senior citizen.
1.
110.
Sorry. Likewise, you can take your own
12.
values, right? How many observations I have added? I need to check the length of age. Exactly 10.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, how do we decide that when do we have to create an array and when do we have to create a columnar vector?
Sorry. When do we need to create an array?
Yes, sir. And
Or
so
a
when do
columnar?
we need to and
So right now
yes,
you
sir.
have here this one and this one. What is the difference?
So the upper one is an array and the lower one is a columnar vector.
Both are same only, in my opinion.
Okay.
Here,
So sir, could we have
PID,
written that
remember,
PID is equal to C?
PID contains the values,
Yes, sir.
starts from 101 and ends at 110.
110.
What is the increment between the successive in the numbers?
So 1.
One increment it is continued. It means that the common length between any successive numbers, here you have 1 unit of length, right?
Yes, sir.
Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So it is just the increasing order with 101, 102, 103 with one step length. System has taken care automatically. But age, is it in that uniform length?
Okay.
Age of the
No, sir,
patients?
no. Yes,
No,
sir.
you are giving the same thing. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now age is also having some time observation. Your PID is also having 10 observations. But age is user defined. PID you just defined the initial point and the terminal point. So in that one step length, 1 unit of step length that has taken the values. Suppose you want a different step length. You want to generate a sequence with a different step length. Then what we can do is sequence something like 10, 20. With step length, you want 2 units of step length. Got it? A sequence of points you generated with a step length 2 units. Okay. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes.
You
sir.
want sequence of points between 10 and 20, something like 100 points you want. How do you find 100 points between 10 and 20?
So we take it. So we take the step length to be 0.1.
Sorry.
So we take the step length
Step
to
length.
be 0.1.
What you are going to take?
So by is equal to 0.1.
By?
So by is equal to 0.1.
0.1. 0.1. Suppose you have some irregular, starting points and irregular in the sense right now 10 and 20 are round of values, something like 10.5, 20.3. In that something like 100 points you want. How do you find?
So we subtract the lower end
Doing
and
all
the
those things. What is the syntax I have defined now?
so we use length now.
As I said, 100 points I want. So length you define in the syntax itself instead of by.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Now you will be having 100 points here. This is the 97th, 98, 99, 100th observation. That will take care of the step length. We need not worry for the step length now. So
Yes,
system will provide you randomly 100 data points over some range like 10 to 20. Okay.
yes, sir.
Now these are certain different syntaxes for creating the sequences. Okay. One is common difference by using colon. Okay. Another one is by defining some step length. Common. Okay. Then next one is you can define the length, number of points over some interval straight away. 3 different combinations. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Well, so now what are the variables I have defined so far? One is PID, age. Next, what is the next variable that we can take? The gender of the patient. This is important. So normally the gender we used to write in the form of characters, right? We define in the form of character itself. Male, female. The next patient is again male. Next patient is again male. Female. Male. Randomly, you can also take your own choice here. Nothing wrong. I wanted to ensure what is the length of this gender variable. 8, but we want 10 characters in this gender. So I wanted to induct 2 more. We can ensure ourselves once again. Okay. Right. How many variables we created now?
So 3.
Age we have taken, gender we have recorded. Then
So
can I
patient
go?
ID.
Sorry. Patient ID we
No,
have
sir,
taken.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Patient ID we have
Yes.
taken. Then
So now we can go for weight.
yes, weight. Weight is another variable. Can I give some weight values?
So 30.
So means that 5 years old guy is having is at 30 cases of weight, huh?
So 10 kg, I think.
So logically you define by keeping in mind of this age, or you forget about what are the values are there in the age. You can go with your own random values for weight. That is there. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Because it is a testing purpose, even you can take your own values, nothing wrong. Okay. Is it
Yes,
fine?
sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Let me check length of weight. I have 11 observations. So what I can do, I need to discard one of the observations. Let us suppose I just discarded. Now length will be 10. Okay. I have recorded the weight, age. Likewise, as many as variables, numerical variables, if you want, you can add. Okay, right now numerical data, 2 things I have taken into the account. And now disease type. Some disease is again in the form of some character. So therefore, what I can do is disease type. They may have some cardiac complaint. They may have lungs issue. They may have joints problem. So broadly, I am taking 3 categories here. Okay. Right.
Yes, sir.
Of course, still as many as columns can, the type of variables may be added. Like as you said, someone blood group, other demographical data, from which location they are coming to the hospital. Okay, and so many particulars can be taken into the consideration. But right now, in order to understand what we are going to, with regard to our objective constructing the tables and graphs, I confine to these variables. So in order to make this data into tabular form, what syntax I need to use? So PD is a variable related to the patient data. I am now supposed to use the syntax. What is the syntax?
Data.frame.
Data.frame. What are the variables we created for the patient? PID, patient ID. What is the age of the patient? Okay. What is the weight of the patient? What is the gender of the patient? And what is the disease type they have? Okay. Now, if you call PD, you will get some tabular data. Right? Suppose that the doctors, once the patient reaches to the doctor, what normally doctors want? That particular patient information or the all patients information?
So the particular patient's information.
Okay. Now from the PD, particular patient information we want. Let us suppose PD of 4. What it gives? What it is giving PD of 4?
So it gives us the table at the index 4.
So by default, when you give the PD of 4, what it is giving actually is 1, 2, 3, fourth variable it has taken. Means that PD is a tabular data which contains some columns of variables, right? Now the fourth column data it has shown, but fourth column data actually it is related to the gender. Is it giving actual our requirement?
No, sir.
No. So I want some information with regard to the fourth patient, right? That is PID is 104. Now PID 104 correspondence, what is the age, what is the weight, what whether the person is male or female, what is the disease type they have or which disease they have, for what purpose they are entering into the hospital. So that this information should know to the doctor, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
As soon as you are entering into the doctor's office, doctor will see on the monitor your data, like what is your age and what is your ID and other particulars, right? Then after they will look into the case history. All those things I haven't added right now. You can add as many as a number of variables, like as case history. If you have any previous records, the records may be uploaded under case history. Okay, and so many things, isn't it? So how do we get the information with regard to this 104 now, all this data? Our requirement is something like horizontal to this, isn't it? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So we need to filter something like 104 data corresponding to what is the age and other things, like from the PD variable, PD dollar, what I'm using now, the symbol, dollar symbol, PD dollar. Age, if I use PD dollar age, if I use, what it is giving, the display. What is the difference you notice, the display in the PD of 4 and PD dollar age?
So now it is giving in the form of row.
Sorry?
So now it is giving in the form of a row.
In the form of?
So in a horizontal.
So this data is arranged in the form of horizontally, and whereas this data is shown vertically, right?
Yes, sir.
The difference you must know. Okay. PD of 4. Same thing, PD of PD dollar Zen, if you give, again it is going to show your M, F, M, and so on. In addition, one more thing it has shown. What is that? Levels. What is that levels? It says M, F, two different types of categories are there, or representations. One is F and the other one is M. F representing for female, M is representing for male. So these syntaxes will help us from a particular table. If you wanted to take out one column, you can use this PD dollar age, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Or PD dollar gender. Means that if you are interested to know the average age of the patients who are visiting a particular hospital in a day. So this is the data for the patients. I wanted to know the average age of the patients who visited this particular clinic. How do I come to know that now? From the tabulated data?
Yes, sir.
You should not go for the average of the age variable now. Instead, you have to get the information from the tabulated data that is in the PD. So how to get mean of PD dollar age will give us, what is the average age now?
So 35.8.
35.8.
So if we had taken instead that mean of PD and in the square bracket 2, so then we would get the same output.
What is that mean of? You tell
so,
me what
so,
is the
so
syntax
mean
that
of,
the way you are going to define. You tell me. Mean of?
so mean of PD.
Mean of PD.
Answer in the square bracket 2.
So let us suppose what it is going to give. Is it giving any information?
No, sir.
No. The arrangement also important. Okay. How it is going to arrange the values and recording. So this is actually again shown in the form of a tabular form, remember. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
But here the data is arranged in the form of a vector form. How we defined a sequence, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So if you want the sequence kind of output, you need to use PD dollar symbol age. Actually, this data may be available in the backend Excel sheet. Remember, as many as a number of columns. If you approach any hospital, they will have the backend Excel sheet. But as you know, a data scientist person, let us suppose, you need to provide some information to the doctor. How you will provide the information to the doctor? By importing your Excel sheet to the R program. And once you import to the R program, your table contains all these kinds of information. Now from a particular column, what kind of information you want? Whether you want the average age of the patient, whether you want to look into the what is the lowest age of the patient who turned to that particular hospital, What is the maximum age of the patient who turned to that hospital? This kind of information if you want, then what we need to use? Summary of patient data table. In that particular variable is age, isn't it? Now it is giving us who is the minimum age, maximum age, average age of the patients, quartiles age of the patients, quartiles information. All this information is providing to us, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So likewise, if you want the similar kind of summary of information with regard to the weight variable, then what to do now?
Sir, I had a doubt.
Yep.
So like for the mean, if we wanted to calculate mean, we had to first convert it into a vector form using the dollar sign, right?
Right.
But
This
sir,
will arrange or rearranging the data in the form of vector form. Right.
yes, sir. But sir, in one of the previous classes, you had taught us that like if we use summary with just the variable that we used to store the table in, then also we can get the information about the median and mean.
Summary of age directly, is it not giving the answer?
Yes, it is giving the answer.
This is what your question, right?
Yes, sir.
But actually, you have defined age now, remember. And from that, you converted the table, okay? But what is the intention actually? Already hospitals people having the Excel sheet data, you are not going to define again and again. You are going to import the data. Once you import the data directly, it is going to saved in the form of a tabular form. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Predefined
But
age
sir,
variable will not be there in this command window, okay?
yes, sir. But sir,
If
even
it is
if we
not
use
there,
the
if it is
PD,
not there, you cannot use summary of a particular variable, say simply age. You have to select the variable from the tabular data. How do you select the particular variable from the tabulated data? For that, you need to use dollar symbol between the data file, data variable and a particular variable of that data. Okay.
but sir, even if we use simply PD, then also we are getting the answer.
Interesting. Summary of PD. What you will get now? What is the information it has provided now? You tell me.
So we now get the mean and median for the patient ID, age, and weight, gender, as well as the disease.
So do you think that mean patient ID is meaningful?
No, sir.
Is anyone requires the information? What is the average patient ID? Is anyone needs?
No, sir.
Isn't it?
Yes, sir. So it is giving us
So
a
there
lot
are
of
certain
data
variables
that we don't really need.
which don't requires the information. Remember.
Yes, sir.
So if that case is taken into the account, see that this screen is providing, if you have 3 variables or 4 variables, this is showing this much of display. If you have hundreds of variables, how much space it requires to display all those variables summary?
Yes, sir.
So do you require all the 100 variables summary, or a particular variable summary is now important? Okay.
Yes, sir.
If you want the 100 variable summary, you can go for summary of the entire variable PD. Okay. If you want the summary of a particular variable, how do you select that? That will take care of this. Okay.
So, but actually my question was that earlier when we were trying to find the mean of PD in the square bracket 2, so sir, you said that we are getting an error because it was still in a tabular form.
The arrangement is something different here. I understood what you are communicating, conveying to me, that it is this arrangement is taking in a different direction. Okay.
So the arrangement here is in the tabular form, right?
In the tabular form, in the sense, so this PD of 4 is supposed to be whatever it is arranging, isn't it? Let us suppose PD of 4, what I can say that you are assigning to some variable, It is not exactly in that form. So it is in the vertical arrangement. It is not taken care of that, this square bracket. Okay. You have seen this one.
Yes, sir.
Right? PD
Yes,
of 2
sir.
is not working. Isn't it?
So, but why is it not working? Because when we try to find the summary of PD, the PD is also in the tabular form. So
Yes,
that's
PD
what
of
is giving.
see, you are trying to make a summary for the entire whole. What is that? I can say that the variable PD. It has lot of variables. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, when you put some square bracket, it is supposed to take out a particular column from that, and for that summary, it has to provide, right? You got my point?
Yes, sir.
So the developer has not given that proper command for this purpose. Then what we do?
Okay, sir.
Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
He designed only the way for this purpose, the whole tabular form. Or if you want particular column, why you go for PD4? Why can't you use the dollar symbol? That is his strategy, the developer strategy.
Yes, sir.
You got it?
Yes, sir.
Now we need to understand in what motto they developed. We are trying to learn the language of this R program now. Okay?
Yes,
Sir, little
How
bit
R is
scroll up, sir.
designed. I agree to your question, but the thing is how they designed and developed those things we try to understand. Okay?
Yes, sir.
For what combinations our result is supposed to be shown as we expected. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Well, so there are few variables which doesn't require the summary. There are few variables here in the summary of this T, when you this PD, if you give, it is showing that how many male patients have visited in that particular day, how many female patients have visited, right? And what kind of disease purpose they have visited. Okay. So C is I just mentioned no cardiac complaint, joints complaint, and lungs complaint. Okay. So this information shows that 3 patients turned to that particular hospital with regard to the cardiac complaint. 3 may turn for joint complaint. 4 may turn for lungs complaint. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So this is some information. Now, if this number is as much as high, day by day it is rapidly increasing. What to do now? So if the clinic is having only one doctor may not treat all the patients when the number of patients are exploiting, isn't it? They have to increase the infrastructure, they have to recruit additional doctors and lot more, isn't it? In order
Yes,
to
sir.
serve all the patient, right?
Yes, sir.
So building infrastructure, other facilities, and so many things they can think for the future purpose. So it gives you some idea. So as of now, how many number of patients are visiting, how frequently they are visiting. If you create all those variables, then the frequency of visiting also comes into picture. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So right now I'm not taking any case data which is already existed. Just how do we make some summary from the existing data. So the existing data, in the sense that data we created right now and transformed into tabular form without importing the data from external files. Okay, with an assumption that we are we are importing from the external sources. Okay, right? And now what kind of information you want? This kind of information you want. Okay, well, so now what you learned? How to make data into tabular form. Okay, how do you make a summary of a particular variable from the tabulated data? and how to make the summary of the entire tabular data, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
And so on, right? Now,
Yes, sir.
see that there are 35,000 of students who are studying in VIT, Vellore campus, approximately. All your information is stored in some Excel sheet. That your registration number is known. You have been given with some registration, right? Registration number, right?
Yes,
Your
sir.
name, your date of birth, isn't it? Your father name, your biometric details may be available. Your photo identity may be available. Okay. Then what are the courses you registered? What are the credentials you got for those courses? All these things may be stored in some Excel sheet form, right? In the back end, isn't it? So when
Yes,
that
sir.
information is imported to that this R program, what kind of information we want? What is the average marks scored by a student in 6 subjects, right?
Yes, sir.
So what is the average mark of a particular class of strength 65? Or how many number of students who have scored above 85%? How many number of students who have scored below 40%? So why this kind of information is required? Hello?
So it is used to calculate the class average and to judge the performance of the class
Yes,
on the
to
whole.
judge the performance of the students and to know how many people are above average, highly knowledgeable, how many people are not what is that I can say below average or slow learners, right? If we identify some slow learners, whether is there any possibility to improve the slow learners, or do we need to say some teaching strategies to meet or to reach out the slow learners, right? Some analysis is required for certain purposes. So you need to do certain summaries with the help of, or some information you have to extract with the help of the tool. Why tool is required? You can't handle 36,000 of students' data, isn't it? Is it possible physically to do all these calculations with the help of 36,000 of students' data?
No, sir.
It can't. Now, for one institute, one educational institute itself is 36,000. You imagine in a particular state or in a district or in a country, how many number of students are studying? How do you manage the data, the students? Do you require a powerful tool or not?
Yes, sir.
Which is more user friendly? Everyone can easily extract the information what the management is asking, or the teachers wants the information and so on, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Such a user friendly tool you are now learning. Lots of people are working on the background of this R program. Okay, day and nights they are working. They are adding the new developments to the tools. We are just using just like as cell phones. Okay, right?
Yes, sir.
So now you understood how to create the summary, and we also understood this summary discrete itself is gives all the central measures for the discrete data. Okay, now how do we make some plots? Okay, right? Can we go for certain plots for this tabulated data?
Yes, sir.
The plotting syntax is plot. What variable you wanted to plot? whether you wanted to visualize the age of the patients. If so, then PD dollar age. Let me see what kind of plot we are going to have. What it has shown. By default now. Is it shown some scatter diagram?
Yes, sir.
What is the horizontal axis?
So it is the index.
What is that index tells?
So
there are 10 patients. Maybe you can assume that the ID of the patient.
yes, sir.
The patient 1 age is now 5 years. The patient 2 age is see that what the numerical values you have, you forget about. Now this scatter diagram itself will tells us that where the average age is going to be falling, some approximately by looking into this. Can I say that can I draw the line approximately somewhere here? Sorry, somewhere here. This is the patient ID. Somewhere here, isn't it? The y-axis is the age.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, I'm getting an error. So it's saying that figure margins too large.
You haven't defined the figure margins now. Very simple thing. You close your figure, okay, whatever the output you got.
Yes, sir.
You just call the PD variable once on your screen. Is it shown any error? Like as PD, if you have defined, if you have used the same variable, you just call PD. It will display this kind of output. Then you use a plot of PD dollar age. Okay. How many others having the errors?
Sir,
Hello?
still I'm getting that error.
I do one thing. What is your name?
Sir, Syed Mohammed Abbas Zaidi. Sir, I can raise my hand.
Okay. I do one thing. I will make you, as a presenter now. Just a moment. Now I will stop sharing my screen. You start sharing your screen. Just a moment. Can you share your screen? What is the error it is showing? Actually, your font size is too small. I can't see anything on that.
Sir, I try to zoom.
Can you increase your font size?
Yes, sir. Trying.
Go to edit.
Can you
okay,
see now?
Yeah, now it's fine. Now it's fine. Actually, in the previous case itself, PD dollar age is showing some error. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now PD is there. Can you scroll up your the previous?
Actually, I deleted it.
Okay, okay. Can you call age here itself on the command on the console window now? The variable age.
Yes, sir. Sure.
Press enter. Yes, age is there.
Yes.
Can you scroll up? Keep on to PD. Scroll up.
Just
Till data.frame syntax. Scroll up. Somewhere you have defined data.frame.
Sir, what? Sir, what?
Data.frame syntax you have used now in between.
Sir, yes, sir, that's deleted.
You press your up arrow till and as soon as it reaches to that point.
Here it is.
So this is the T now, left hand side. Data.frame for PID age.
Sir, that's all I did.
No. No.
Yeah, it's here.
Press enter once. Now you just call PD $age.
Okay, sir.
PD dollar symbol. Now go to the plot of PD $age symbol. PLOT. Open the bracket. Press enter. Error in PLOT. .new.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, please.
Sir, I think he is getting there because we were supposed to be using the RGUI and he's using RStudio.
Okay. So you go to this, hello.
Yes, sir.
So you are working in studio.
Yes, sir.
Right. So you take this one RGUI.
Okay, sir.
Right. You change the settings. Check once.
Okay, sir.
Anyone else is getting the error like this? I don't think
Sir,
others are getting.
I'm getting dollar operator is invalid for atomic vectors.
Make sure the settings of your R program, everything, if it is correct, then definitely, dollar symbol prefixing and suffixing anything is there or not, you check once. Let me see who is getting the error.
Sir, Tejaswini. Sir, like I'm doing it on, like I'm listening from the mobile. So may I share the screenshot?
So for that only, I'm just Tejaswini. Can you raise your hand signal?
Sir, I'm doing it in my, I'm attending the class from phone.
Mobile phone. So
Yes.
then whether you are working on mobile itself, this R program?
No, sir, in laptop.
Okay. Then how can you share that? You mean to focus your mobile on that laptop?
1 minute, I'll join through laptop.
Okay. Whether I have to make you presenter or if you are focusing your mobile onto that video turning on the screen.
Presenter, sir. I'll raise my hand.
Okay. You share your screen now. Others are getting the output, right? Figure window?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So you have a lot of errors, with the dollar symbol or GUI only you are using. Something variable you have used t is equal to data dot frame, PD, gender. Tejaswini.
Yes, sir.
Do you identify the mistake what you have done?
Sir?
Do you identify your mistake? Why
No,
that
sir.
dollar symbol is not working?
No, sir.
Where the data is stored? Which variable it is stored? Is it in PD or T?
It is in.
Scroll down. Scroll down, please. See your tabulated data. Is it in PD or T? T is equal to data dot frame.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
So in that case, you have to replace this PD by T, right?
Okay, sir. Got it, sir.
Let us use now T $age. What is the output you are getting?
Yes,
Got
sir.
the answer?
Yes, sir.
Use
Thank you, sir.
use PLOT of T $age. Got the scatter plot?
Yes,
All
sir.
my dear students. Syed, you understood? Syed is there or not?
Yes, sir. I changed it. Now it's working.
It's fine?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Thank you, sir.
Right, Tejaswini. Well, okay. Now, I wanted to add some properties to this plot. I want plotting type is something like a linear plot, means that the scattered plot, points are supposed to join by line segment. What I'm doing now?
So you are not sharing your
So your
screen.
screen is not shared.
Oh, my screen is not shared. Okay. So what I'm doing now? So previously I have some points only on the data. Now what I'm doing? What extra I added to the syntax? Plot syntax?
So type equal to 1.
So PD $H, comma, type is equal to within the single quote L. It is L, not 1. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Press enter and tell me what is the new thing you noticed on the plot. If you close the figure window, previous figure window, you will get a new window straight away. It will open up. Otherwise, you have to go to the Windows option. There you click on the Windows if you have any figure windows, graph windows. Okay. What's the thing you observed on the new picture or the new graph? Hello. Is it coming like this?
Yes, sir.
What is the difference you notice now between the previous graph and the present graph?
So it's not discrete.
It is also discrete. Why it is not discrete? Page is discrete only, right? But the points are joined by the line segment. The points are joined by the line segments, right?
Yes, sir.
Isn't it? This is the one point you have. Another point is here. So these 2 points, successive points, are joined by a line segment, isn't it? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Now I don't want this kind of plot. I am closing this figure. Instead of L, if I type as H, what it results? Can you see the output? What is the display you have now?
Somewhat like a histogram.
Right, 100%. H represents the histograms. Previous
Yes.
L represents line segments. Okay. Now, if I am going to change this H as now O, what it displays? What is the change you are noticing? The line is you have the points. Points are displaying with the circle. Your line is going across the points, right? Isn't it? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. So can I add B here, little b? What is the difference now you notice? Is the line is broken line?
Yes, sir.
You have a broken line, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Likewise, there are several specifications for different plotting purposes. Okay. It is not the complete broken line. Only one line is there. Then circle till the the line is not. What is that? I can say that it is not passing or across the points, isn't it? But some breaks are there. It is broken, but in between brokens are not there. So for that also dash 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 line, that kind also You need to specify certain syntax for that accordingly. Okay.
Yes, sir.
What kind of visualization you require? There are lots of specifications. You can go through that. So now, if you wish to, what I can say that increase the line width and so on. So those specifications you need to add. Now I wanted to add X and Y axis labeling. So what I can do, X LAB. LAB is patient ID. What is YLAB? Is it showing the age of the patient? Right?
Yes, sir.
Let us look at, is your horizontal axis is shown PID, X-axis is labeled with PID, patient ID. Is your Y-axis is labeled as age, it is displaying as age.
Yes, sir.
So do you want to title this figure? Add some title to this figure.
Yes, sir.
Then how do I add that? I am going to close this. So I can make another thing, main is equal to, within the single inverted quote, patient ID versus age graph. Let us suppose this is my title. Is it displaying patient ID versus age graph?
Yes, sir.
You have horizontal axis is labeled, y-axis is labeled. You might now you are titled this graph. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Is it easy to add into the syntax?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you want bar plot. What plot we learned right now? Different specifications with plotting syntax and how to label the X, Y axis or giving the title of the graph, right? Well, now I want the bar chart, bar plot. Simply bar plot of the variable. Say I want the weights now PD $WT. Do I have the bar plot now?
Yes, sir.
What is the syntax for bar plot?
So bar plot and then
Bar
in the
plot
bracket.
within the open brackets, you need to add the particular variable what you wanted to plot, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right. Suppose you want the bar plot for age and weight, two variables. Okay. One is age, the other one is weight. Something like I am going to add as a trial and error. Let me see whether it is going to work or not. What I have done now, bar plot of ordered pairs. Let us suppose PD $age and PD $weight. Press enter. Is it shown any output or any error? What is this it is showing? Age is taken from 0 to 70 here in the vertical axis, right?
Yes, sir.
And the patient ID, what is that weight? Where it went?
So it
Is
went
the
in the
bar width?
x-axis.
Is the width of the bar?
Yes, sir.
Maybe proportionate width that has taken care and has shown, right?
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But actually, I don't want in this form. I want, what is that? I can say that a beside form. So one age variable is there, then beside another weight, like that. How do I want the display? My intention is in that way. Suppose first bar is representing age for particular patient, the next bar is something like for the next one, like that. Can you use something in this syntax itself beside B, S, I, D is equal to capital T or U, E? Still it is not working as expected. I need to change certain specifications in order to get in that way.
Sir, I had a doubt.
Hmm.
Sir, earlier we plotted the bar plot using the ordered pair. So, sir, shouldn't it be?
It is not like
shouldn't
as
the
an
age
order
be
pair.
paired?
This is, this is the variable age and this is the weight. It is not like as order pair, remember?
Okay.
We defined it as an ordered
So
pair. Okay. But actually what is my
in
expected
the
outcome is
x-axis and
that,
weight in the y-axis.
sorry, it is not like as x and y axis, remember? So my intention is to show the output in the form of, first one bar should be, what is that? I can say that one bar is age bar, age 1. The next followed for the same patient, what I can say that, this kind of form. But without that, I wanted to show you this kind of bars. One is for age, one is for weight. Got it? So I want this kind of display, but it has not come. So I have to change some syntax specification. What to change now?
So we can do this that we can of the age and weight. And
What I'm going to do is a table of, let us suppose table of PD dollar age, comma PD dollar something like weight I have done. This is assigned to some T. Now I'm going to take this syntax. So I need not specify what is this x and y axis limits. So this instead of table variable, I supposed to go with the T variable. This is the outcome I got now. Hello. Something it has shown it is not as expected slightly. So I would like to change slightly again the syntax. What is the domain of x and y here? Minimum age is 5 and the maximum went up to 70, and weight minimum 15 and went up to 80. So I supposed to take something like x limit is 5 to 70 and y limit is something like let it be 15 to 80 or 80. No, still it has shown something, and as it is not expected, some changes required, right? Or if I make some table for ease of understanding, this table with what is that male and female category of data, gender, just for ease of understanding, then using this. You got some difference now? Hello? Hello? This heights, have you noticed?
Yes.
Why this? The domain, when we give some higher domain, it is almost going to the horizontal axis. It is minimizing the height. Now let us suppose the y-axis limit instead of 0 to 5, if I give up to 1, what will happen to this? Whether you are getting some bigger size, this kind of thing. This is for females, and the next one may be for males, right? Hello? Right?
Yes, sir.
So beside is coming. So we need to use it as per our requirement. Okay. Suppose you want pie chart. What you can do is pi of particular variable, say PD dollar, your age. You are getting the pie chart. Hello?
Yes, sir.
So likewise, if you want the box plot of PD dollar age, what is this box plot? And in that box plot, one what is that? I can say that one horizontal line with bold. This one is there. What is it? Is in the bold form. Thick line is there here. What is this line? Do you know?
Sir,
Can you guess?
I think it is a mean.
Who is saying this answer?
Sir, Anmol Gupta.
Anmol Gupta. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any other answers? What do you guess on this with respect to the central measures? It is basically now let me see. Already we called summary of this PD dollar age earlier. Value is here. Mean is 35.80. What is the median?
31.0. 31.0.
Let me look at now this graph. Is it close to 31 or 35? This center line.
So 31.
31. Then what do you think this center line?
So
Is
there
it
is a
mean or median?
Median.
Median. What is this actually? Your data minimum
median.
point is that 5. 5 is here, this line. What is the maximum point? 70. This is the line. Now this is the line segment where your data is distributed. Okay. This is what I have shown you in the yesterday's session also, I think, by drawing some line while I am explaining the quartiles for discrete data, isn't it? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Now this is the line of your distribution of the data, and for that line of distribution of the data, this one is your median line. Okay. Then this line is the first quartile line. Okay. And this line is the third quartile line. This line is the minimum of the distribution of the data, and this is the top of this line is representing the maximum value of the distribution of the data. Sometimes extra some more points may be there out of this points. Those points we call as outliers. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Say for example, if you wanted to look at the outlier, what I can do is just for instance, I'll change this to the variable a, and I'm going to add something like 200 here. Now, what's the syntax we have used? Box plot. Box plot of, instead of age, let us suppose a. Box plot of a. Do you have some point here? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is actually minimum maximum, but is 200 is not the maximum?
Yes, sir.
But this line segment is not going up to this, remember. So what program is designed? What is the normal variability in the data? And this 200 value which you defined is abnormal value than all these observations, right? All these values are in some neighborhood of 35 or 50 with some domain, some range, isn't it? But this 200 is too high comparing with these observations, isn't it? So for your analysis, if sometime at any point of the time, if you are noticing certain, this kind of abnormal values, for analysis, you need to discard those abnormal values, remember. Okay. So you discard this and then start analyzing the data only with this data. Okay. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. So different plots we learned today. Of course, this is not limited. If you want to change the color of the plot, you can add the color syntax, like in the previous case, the color something like COL is equal to say red color. Is the color is changed?
Yes, sir.
If you want blue, you can add here blue. If you want green, you can add green. If you want black, something like that. Accordingly, if you are adding, you need to know this. What are all the other expressions for different colors? Okay. So all those things, once you understand how to add into the syntax, then it is only thing if the thing is demanded, then accordingly you can make different colored plots. Okay. Right. Thank you. If you have any doubts, we'll take into the discussion. Otherwise, we can end up the session.
So
can someone summarize what we learned now?
Yes, sir. So we discussed about arranging the data of the patients using variables such as PID, age, and weight.
In simple, you learned how to construct the tables, right?
Yes, sir.
If the data is stored in several variables, how to make them into one tabular form, huh?
Yes, sir.
And then from the tabulated data, how do you analyze for various purposes? Okay, either it may be pictorial representation or for summary purpose or for different combinations, right? Isn't it?
Yes.
Of course, sometimes this MF, all these values, characters can be replaced with appropriate binary values also. Like 0 represents the male or maybe female. The other one represents the opposite gender. Okay.
Yes,
so you can even replace with some binary values like that. That replacing also have some syntaxes. Okay. So we used to fill the application by the time 0 or 1 we used to fill for male or female category. Huh? Hello?
So can you repeat the last line again?
When you are right now gender is given in what is that character form, right?
Yes, sir.
Even you can give in 0 and 1s also. 0 may represent your female and 1 may represent male, or in the vice versa case. Like 0 can be male and 1 can be female, as you wish. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So that replacement can also be done in the tabulated form. Okay.
Yes.
Sort of other features are there. You can go through the PDF what I uploaded for reference in this case. Okay. How to make the data into different tabulated form, right?
Yes, sir.
So this is the data related to the employee's information like employee ID, age, their gender, and whether the category or the status indicates that whether the status may be whether the person is a faculty or a staff and so on. What is the salary they are drawing? What is the experience they have? And so on. A lot of things can be added into this information, The data may be generated in different sectors, different purposes you may need to analyze. How do you analyze? So physically you are going to handle the data like thousands of data points. It is not possible. You are going to use the tools. Okay, how well you can utilize the tools is matters. Right. Thank you. Any more doubts?
So I didn't understand the bar plot.
Bar plot. You did not understood? What's the bar plot actually you have? You are just creating the bars, that's all, na? Hello?
Yes, sir.
You just created the bar like as histograms, like as a linear plot. That's all, right? But if you want the plots like bar plot like as beside this type. What is this? I have some tabulated data here. So in this vertical axis showing some information and one color is there. In staff, there may be some male faculty, there may be some female staff, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, this is supposed to be male. Let us imagine this black color and this gray color is something like female. In staff, how many males are there? How many males are there?
So 4.
In staff, how many females are there?
4.
In faculty, how many males are there?
4.
In faculty, how many females are there?
3.
Now, this is the kind of bar.
Yes, sir. But sir,
But we have given previous case both are numerical data. You got it?
Yes, but
What?
sir, what is the use of beside is equal to t?
Beside is the t means the true statement. Okay. What is that beside? This is one is plotted. The other one is it the beside to this or not?
Yes, sir.
That is the meaning. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And so
Two bars have
limit like we take limit from the minimum to the maximum value of the
x-axis limits you have
taken.
taken actually x-axis limits you have defined the x-axis limits. Okay, and the vertical axis limits. Right now for this data, vertical axis is moving from 0 to 5 only, right?
Yes, sir.
So that is what here 0 to 5 vertical axis y limits. Okay.
Yes,
So for x limits they have taken something like 1 to 15 as depends on the this number. What is that? The number of data points and so on. 15 data points are there now. But we have defined it in a different direction that went to higher amount. Okay, and this height of these bars have very small, almost tiny, right? Go through this PDF document. You will understand much better. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Right. So only the bar height we have got something different as there the requirement given in a different fashion. But basically the beside is the meaning is that you have two bars and coming in the side by side something in that form. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right. Any other queries? Right, then
No,
can I
sir.
end the session? Hello, someone is speaking. Anmol?
No, sir.
Okay, right. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.